in for a second. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine now. My mic was just on the fritz for a second. Oh no, her voice is still hecked up from yesterday. No. No, it's fine. My microphone was just on the fritz. It's fine. I fixed it. I fixed it. I fixed it. It's fine. Sometimes voice mod is just just weird. Anyway, hello! Hello! It is the final day of Archie Catch-Up Week, and then we'll go back to regularly scheduled streams. I feel like we've done a lot this week. I feel like we've caught up pretty far. We went through a whole era of Sonic. A whole era of Sonic comics. I feel like we've done a lot. Yeah, we are now in the Brave New World / World Tour era of Archie. Which is pretty cool. Yesterday was a very interesting stream, I know. Yeah, more enchiladas. Yes, more Knuckles. And it has come to my attention that this Knuckles the Echidna comic is very special. We will see why when we crack into it. The death of the original Robotnik. Ooh. Ooh, does that mean there's another Robotnik? Oh yeah, there's Robo Robotnik. We forgot about that guy. Robo Robotnik is still out there somewhere. And all those other Robotniks in Sonic Live, those are still out there. Alright. I think it's time to crack into this comic. So this is Knuckles the Echidna number 4. The OG Robotnik is gone for good. Yeah, okay. So the OG Robotnik is like dead for real this time. Very interesting. Okay. So here's Knuckles the Echidna number 4. Knuckles the Echidna number 4. Here's Knuckles doing a punch. And then there's Archimedes doing a appear and disappear. There's Charmy in the background. There's Espio in the background. There's Vector getting shot with some lasers. Oh no, that doesn't look very good. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Let's find out in this exciting issue. Knuckles the Echidna, Book 4, Lost Paradise, Part 1. And we all know what that means. Yep, there he is. There he is. There's his name. We kind of missed him last week, yesterday. He wasn't anywhere yesterday, or at least not that I noticed. Hender's time. Yep, it's time for you know who. Yep, which means probably more characters. You can't out Kender the Pender. Let's just jump into it. Let's just oh no, reading. Goody. Having survived his initial encounter with the Dark Legion, a group of technologically advanced Echidna renegades, Knuckles begins to take a greater interest in his history, his heritage, and its accompanying responsibilities. Since learning that his ancestors were responsible for saving the floating island from certain disaster, and some responsible for placing both it and their people in the greatest of jeopardy, Knuckles has begun to question what he has been taught, and now seeks that rarest of all treasures, the truth. It's out there somewhere, waiting to be found in places one would never suspect. Wowee! Wowee! Yes, more essays. It's time for another essay. This is basically post-issue 50 since the Ultimate Annihilator weakened the boundaries between zones. Ah, very interesting. So issue 51 and 52 were just kind of like nothing issues. They were just like funny little romps. Funny little romps in the Sonic world. Alright, let's get into it for real this time. Here's Vector. Under the stream. Down here it's better. Take it from me. Oh, his feet are weird. I don't like it. He's got weird human feet. No, gross. Gross, ew. Whoa, what was that? Those shadows. I'm scoping near the riverbank could be trouble. Yo, yo, yo. Look what just dropped in. And I don't think he's got the skitty on me yet. Surprise is mine. A Little Mermaid reference. Yep, you know, there's gotta be some references. It's a Ken Penders special. I never had this comic as a kid. Well, now you get to read it. Unless you've already read it. I'm gonna go to the next page. Whoa! Oh, now he has shoes on. He put his shoes back on. He put his shoes back on. Now, everything's fine now. It's time to get busy. You picked the wrong crop to step to, bro. He put his shoes on. It's fine, everyone. Does Vector have waterproof headphones? I mean, he is a crocodile that loves music. I'm sure his headphones are waterproof. I'm sure his Walkman headphone combo is waterproof because, you know, he's a crocodile. He needs it to be waterproof. Okay, let's go to the next page. Whoa! Oh, it's a big spread. That's what's going on. It's a 2-page spread. And then there's a Dark Legion member. You've got that backwards, you cretinous croc. It's you who hasn't a clue. The Phantom City. Bum bum bum. Thank you, Jacob Foster. For your birthday, I'll make fan art of you, my OC, and Amy having a group hug. Oh, that'd be cute. That'll be cute. You can draw me in the new outfit. The new outfit that I'll be debuting on my birthday. Of whom you're dealing with. Nice move. But I'm just getting my groove on. Wrong, kathunk. Whip. I'm through with the square dancing. I've got other echidna to fry. Next time, lead with your left, chump. Oh no. Who could this be? Who could this be? The Dark Legion is pretty cool, Penders aside. Yeah, their concept is pretty cool. A defunct, or a... Not defunct. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Like, a separate race of echidnas that did not throw away their need for technology and now live among, like, space. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool concept. This one panel looks really weird at the top here. If you like squint and forget there's a line in the middle of it, it looks like Knuckles has 3 eyes. Exiled, yes. Defectors, yeah. Defector is what I was thinking of. Not very far away, we find everyone's favorite echidna in pursuit of knowledge and enlightenment. I'm sorry, the panel looks funny. The panel looks really funny. Three-eyed Knuckles. The third eye. He's got his third eye. He must open his third eye to reach enlightenment. I wish you took your meditation training more seriously, Knuckles. It's a load of mystical mumbo-jumbo. It's a load of mystic mumbo-jumbo that hasn't any benefits I can see. Spiritual development is not something that occurs when... Hold! Archie, what's going on? Enemy approaching directly from behind. When I give the word... Yes, the third eye. Knuckles doesn't have his third eye open. This is an example of an ongoing problem Penders has with giving characters unique voices. Unless they have over-the-top mannerisms like Sonic or Vector, everyone just kind of sounds the same. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that being a problem. And yeah, I've noticed. I have noticed that when Penders writes for the comic, everyone sounds really strange. Because they're all trying to have unique voices and mannerisms. Let's go to the next page. Strike! Whack! Oomph! I was wondering when you guys were going to crawl out of the woodwork. Speak for yourself, Wham! You're all so typical. You think you're such hot stuff. Well, let me tell you. You've got that backwards. Nobody attacks me on my turf and gets away with it. You're going down, punk. You think you're echidna enough to do it? Big ol' fight scene. Big ol' dumb fight scene. Golden line number 67. You think you're echidna enough to do it. Oh, Penders. Oh, Penders. It's Julie Sue! Oh my goodness! Everyone's favorite echidna, Julie Sue. I know her. I know her. More than enough for you, in your dreams. No brag, just facts. You've got some explaining to do, boy. Guess again. You should be able to get it right this time. It's Julie Sue. What a twist. What a twist. She's pink. She's pink and purple. And she's got lots of lashes. Check out those lashes. There's so many of them. So many lashes. 40 lashes. 40 lashes. I didn't realize this was the issue she debuted in. I didn't realize either until I accidentally spoiled it for myself earlier. Because I was trying out a new stinger. I have a new stinger that I wanna use at some point. But I don't think I'm gonna use it for a while, but you'll see it eventually, I guess. Thank you, Confedric. I had a dream about you once before. Hi, lass. Hello. I hope the dream was good. Material girl. Sucker. Pow. You men are all alike. Always falling for a pretty face. Actually thought it was a neat move on your part. Using the element of surprise. no! Thanks, Archie. I owe you. Now then, whatever your name is, what's with the sneak attack? Oh, he took out the batteries. He took out the batteries for the taser. Duracell batteries. I mean, they are black and orange. So they could be Duracell batteries. Just like, you know, you can't put a brand on an actual brand on something in a fictional thing. It would be like Mobicell or something like that. And where's the rest of Kragok's thugs? Female. That made my stomach turn. Saying that made my stomach turn so hard. I can feel my chicken nuggets like rolling in my stomach right now. Oh no. I needed some water. Oh man. The name is Julie Sue, and I don't know where they are. You expect us to believe that? Kragok was so paranoid about you leaving what the whole... you learning what the whole deal was that he activated the self-destruct sequence. It was all set to leave. I was all set to leave when at the last moment I saw you running past. I tried to follow, but things got crazy, and it was all I could do just to get out alive. The funny thing is, I wanted to rejoin the Legion, but I just can't. It's been like someone forcing their will over mine. I had to find you. I just don't know why. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, indeed. What's going on? Ken moment right there. Yeah, making Knuckles sexist. Yeah, that's pretty Ken. Pretty penders of him. The soul touch. Oh no. Is that an actual thing or are you referencing something? Alright, I'm moving to the next page. Yeah, well, I've heard a lot of... Huh? There she is! There's the witch! Thank you, meme boy! What happened? What happened? Julie Sue showed up and Knuckles and Julie Sue were fighting and now they're not fighting. Let's try that again, girlfriend, and see how far you can kick it this time. I see you make friends easy. There's a name for punks like you. Wait, what do I read first? Vector, can you just chill? We didn't race over here for you to settle a grudge. You were the one who jumped me, remember? So why did you guys race over here, SB? I found our gator chum recovering from his meeting with his new friend there when something strange happened in the marble zone. We experienced some major disturbances. Like the ground was shaking, kid. Shaking? The soul touch is a thing. It's basically the zing from Hotel Transylvania. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm nervous now. Yeah, it felt like everything was going to split apart. If that's so, why didn't we feel anything like that here? This is a pretty big island, Knuckles. A world unto itself. Still, there's no telling what whatever it was doesn't pose a threat to us. Maybe it's my former comrades testing a new device of some sort. That zoot suit you were wearing don't look too former to me. Point for Vector, but she's pointing in the same direction also. What? I don't understand why they're talking like this. I was never wild about the style anyway. It'll take more than that to convince... It'll take more than that to convince me that... I'm sure if we give her enough rope, she's bound to hang herself. You have that backwards, Knuckles. I'm choosing to focus on Knuckles calling SBO SB because that's cute. It is kind of cute, you're right. It is very cute that he would do that. Porque. They're talking very strange. Every character in this comic is talking very strangely. Fan art! There's a Knuckles, a very dramatic Knuckles. There's a funny looking Charmy. There's Knuckles in a football jersey. And then there's, woo, Knuckles and Charmy and SBO, very anime. Very anime looking. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Next page. Oh, find your name in print page. Here we go. Here's the next page. It's your goose that's being cooked. Not to mention mine. That I didn't foresee this. Listen up, everyone. This is the game plan. Archimedes and I will check things out while you guys hang back and wait for my signal if things get out of control. You don't think you're leaving me behind, do you? That's the trouble with you guys. Always thinking you know what's best for everyone. Alright already, you can come, you can come. Then again, nothing ever prepared me for Lara Lee either. I don't like this lock. Oh no, he ships them! He ships them! Oh no! Who's the Knuckles with the beard? That's his father. That's his father. His father, Locke. Laura Lee is, I believe Laura Lee is Knuckles' mother. And Julie Sue is the pink echidna that we're dealing with right now. This appears to have disaster written all over it. You may be right, sir. Which is why we'll have to be ready for anything as usual. We've been walking for hours, Archie, and not a tremor, nor any sign of your people. Look, bub, you want my help or not? I don't recall asking for it. Hoo boy. Yo, hey! And the ground trembles before them. Very distant cousin. Are they cousins? I don't know. I don't know if they're cousins. That's weird to, you know, maybe, I don't know. It was never specified. I mean, the echidna race had a lot of people in it. And a lot of people defunct from the echidnas that were getting rid of technology. So... I don't know. I don't think they're cousins. I mean, that would be very Penders of Penders to make them cousins. But I don't think... So currently I do not know. Yes, next page, next page. Defected. Defected. Did I say defunct? It's kind of the same word. Next Peach! What the? That can't be! I don't like this. I don't like this at all. All our careful planning up to smoke, just like that. Maybe not. Archimedes is there. Let's see how it plays out. Wait a minute. Where'd it go? My eyes must be going bonkers. It's back again. Julie Sue, so help me if this is some Dark Legion trick. Why don't you blame me for everything else while you're at it? We can bicker later. We can bicker later, children. We won't find out anything by staying put, so let's go. I just hope you know what you're doing, old friend. Whoa, it's a mirage. It could be a mirage. Or it could be another zone. Very distant cousins. Technically, they are distant cousins since they are descended from Dimitri and Edmund, but that's like 17 generations in the past or something. I still don't know how I feel about that. I still don't know how I feel about that. Wild. Absolutely wild. This can only be Echidnopolis. Look at that echidna with the bouffant. And then there's a Knuckles with a yellow shirt. And then a sexy Knuckles and a child Knuckles. But how can this be? I thought it existed only in stories my father told me. It's a long story, Knuckles, but that is indeed the fabled city of your origins.
Don't forget to take out your trash cans.
I'll do that later, Echo. Jeez. Echo wants me to take out the garbage, but it's not even full right now. Don't you talk back to me. Thanks for the reminder. Who said that? My Alexa. Who is it? My Alexa. That's my Alexa. She goes by the name Echo. I'm trying not to say her name too loud because if she does, she will activate. Okay. It's more incredible than I ever imagined. Nobody's even paying attention to us. Are we just ghosts to them as well? Knuckles, is that you? What? Who's that? Happens to me too. Why do so many of the echidna look exactly like Knuckles? Because the comic isn't very, the comic isn't very creative. Blame Penders. Blame Penders for everything. Thank you, Confedric. Imagine male SNT as a British boy with a top hat. That'd be funny. And maybe cute. Next page. I can't believe that a son wouldn't recognize his own mother. Mother? I can see I'm looking at major damage control here. I realize it's been a while, Knuckles, but do you think you can give me a hug? I don't know what to say. I thought you were dead. Did your father tell you that? I would have thought he'd handle things better. No, not really, no. He just said you were gone. My father was the only echidna I'd ever known until recently. I never thought to question him about it before. Now I don't... Wait! What's happening? Oh, she's got like 4 fingers. That's weird. She's got 4 fingers. It's Mama Knuckles. That's Mama Knuckles to you, Mario. Being fair, before SA1, Sonic games had little to no lore, so they were just making things up as they were going along. Yeah, true. True, they're just kind of throwing things at the wall and seeing what stuck. And so they were like, Knuckles is the last of his kind, but what happened to his kind? Let's make up an entirely complicated backstory about it. The city, it's gone. Where is it? Good question, but I haven't a clue. I think I know who does. Uh-oh. I'm betting you know, Archie. I bet you know everything. What the deal is with my parents, why I haven't seen other echidnas until recently. Knuckles, please, don't ask. You're not ready to know. Even why I'm kept in the dark about it all. Oh, even why I'm kept in the dark about it all. Knuckles, please don't ask. You're not ready to know. Yeah? Who said so? You and my father? Crack-a-hoo! Oh! Another tremor. Another tremor. At least she's slightly unique. Woo, his mother? His mother did have a very unique design, I'd say. She had a weird wig on her head. Thank you, Razor. Am I seeing Knuckles with hair? Technically. that was his mother. So I'm going to the next page. Raccoon! Gurdunge! Gotcha! That's one you owe me, says you. Knuckles, my boy, now is not the time to argue with the lady. She saved him. Maybe she is a good person. Or maybe she's just doing it to look good. Knuckles forgot he could fly. He can glide. He can glide, though the power of his gliding ability is vastly, like, written very differently between writers. So it's hard to know when Knuckles is actually in danger of falling or not. Next page. At least one of you has a lick of common sense. I could have saved myself, you know. You are just a split second quicker, that's all. Is he always like this? He's actually gotten better. What was the unreal? Echidnopolis is returning. Krakoom! Shockwave! What is happening? He can glide, yes. Pender's chugs respect women juice. This is so inaccurate. He can also climb. True, he can climb up walls. Very true. I think Julie Sue just wanted to do him a favor. Come on! Follow me. It's time we've got some answers. Incredible. Everyone's in a panic. We need to talk to someone. You, sir, what's going on here? Why is everyone so upset? Where have you been, fella? It's the end of our world. We were warned of Judgment Day, and now it's here. Let me go. I have to join my wife and child. This is getting us nowhere. Let's go find my mother. At least she might have a clue. You meant Knuckles. I kind of got what you were saying. I kind of understood. Knuckles is shy with the ladies. Yeah, yeah. Next page. Perhaps, but will we find her in time? We have to. No two ways about it. At least she'll tell me what she knows, unlike certain fire ants I know. Just once I wish you'd level with me. I do when I can. I think I found something. In gratitude to our guardian Hawking, creator of the hyperzone projection, our civilization endures because of him. Hyperzone projector? That's gotta be it. Whatever's happening, we have to find out what happened to Hawking and his projector for our answers. If anyone has any answers to provide. Thank you, Jacob Foster. A see-through skirt would look good with your current outfit. You think so? Maybe. With the paired with the leotard, yeah. Is his first name Steven? Yeah, you know, the great echidna, Mr. Hawking. And his contributions to echidna science. You three had better come up with some pretty quick. Gasp. To be continued, as if you couldn't guess. Wah wah wah. Oh, that was the end of that. These Knuckles comics are pretty short. The Knuckles Police. There's issue 50. There's a look at issue 50. The cover for that. For the original issue 50. And then there's the next... I'm guessing this is the next Knuckles comics cover. I believe that's what that is. And then there's a Knuckles flying through the sky or gliding through the sky. Sonic checklist. All right. Let's get the next one. So that's Knuckles number 5 is next. Knuckles number 5. There it is. Yep, there's Julie Sue, front and center with Knuckles. And then some soldiers of some sort. Take a closer look at that. Yeah, some soldiers of some sort. And then there's like an alien in the background. Thank you, Kraz. Strange, it wasn't very long ago since I sent my last milestone chat. Maybe you just hit the milestone and like when you sent the last message, it had been a while since you checked your milestone. Maybe that's it. This is a nice cover. I agree, this cover is very stylish. Anyway, yeah, these Knuckles comics are pretty short, which I am very glad for. You know what time it is! You know what time it is! It's Pender's time. It's Pender's time, everybody. Wasn't the Knuckles miniseries canceled after issue 5? Apparently not, because I have all 30 issues of it. 30-something? There's like 30-something issues of Knuckles the Echidna. And they're all in the reading list. Oh boy, more reading. Imagine growing up mostly alone, with the belief you are the last of your kind, never having a friend just like you. You may not like it, you may even resent it. You do, however, learn to deal with it. This has been Knuckles' reality for most of his life. Now, upon rediscovering the lost city of Echidnopolis, excuse me, I had a hiccup. It begins to dawn on him that life as he knew it was just an illusion, with his traveling companions Archimedes and Julie Sue serving as constant reminders that there still remains a lot he doesn't know or understand. Knuckles seeks out the answers to the questions that continue to haunt him. What he finds will be more than he bargained for. Yay! I'm going to the next page. What is all this? It's the same picture over and over again. I can imagine what she must be saying. I doubt it. How would you know? I know you. I know Laura Lee as well. Is that so? Then what is she telling him? How would I know? This is set up like a Saturday morning, like, newspaper comic. This looks like a Garfield comic. It's literally the same picture 6 times, but with different bubbles, and it's set up like a Garfield comic. What is this, Bulo? Oh no. I am becoming Vulo the Face Borrower. Now I have to read Garfield comics in the Knuckles comics disguised as Garfield comics. Where's Odie? So, like, clearly the guy in the chair with the book is John Arbuckle, and the guy in the other chair pondering is Garfield. Why do they call it oven when you oven the cold food out hot, eat the food? Where could my pipe be? Knuckles! Okay, I'm moving on. I didn't understand her any more than I did my beloved Jenna. You know, it would be nice if someone would explain what's going on. I'm sure the constable will explain in due time. After all, he seems like a reasonable chap. Maybe so, but nobody has really said much since they decided to bring us in. Oh, this is a spread. This is a spread. So this is the second half of that picture. Yes, sir. Constable Remington is taking them to the briefing room right now. I'll see that he gets your message. Fallout. New Vegas? Fallout 76? Fallout 3? Fallout 2? Fallout 1? Sorry, Odie. Today was Monday, and I hate Mondays. I'm awfully sorry for not recognizing your station immediately, Guardian. But these have been unsettling times. Everyone's on edge. You could say that again. By the way, the name's Knuckles. To address one's superior is so personal a manner would be most disrespectful, Guardian. I'm just an ordinary Joe doing his job, that's all. Begging your pardon, Guardian, but you are far from ordinary. In fact... Hey, Knuckles! There's someone most anxious to meet you. Remington, the biggest character that existed. Who is Remington? The cliffhanger was just a cheap trick with nothing really at stake. Also, everyone around here is treating Knuckles like they're superior. Yeah, true. True. That cliffhanger really made me think Knuckles was in trouble. But he's not. He's not. He's very important, so they're treating him very nicely. Archie, how do you stop this crazy thing? I think it just did. Softer than expected, but still a little rough on the tush. Why isn't Julie Sue with us? If they hurt her... Relax, Knuckles. I think she'll be okay. What do you think of this? What do you think this is all about, Archie? Completely clueless, you ain't. What? Yeah, the original Mr. I Know Nothing. This is my first time here, same as you, Knuckles. How about at least a hint if we're dealing with friend or foe? Hardly a foe. "15-year-old boy who grew up alone in the wilderness has high military rank." I mean, he is the guardian, so... And definitely more than a friend. Krakoom! I'll be! Aha! Dingoes all around us! Sir, echidnas all around us. What's going on, sir? That's a good question, Sergeant. I wish I had answers. I better report this to General Stryker. Where's echidnas are involved? It's always a matter of top priority. Knock, knock. Forgive me, General, for disturbing you, but I thought I already know. What is happening now? What is happening now? I don't understand. My son, I gift you more social importance than Sally Acorn. That's what he said. That's what Pender said when he penned this. Sir? You wish to tell me about those echidnas who appear yet are not there. You think I haven't seen or felt the disturbances? Once again, Gerbil, we must deal with the cursed echidnas and their experiments. They seem to think only their affairs matter, but no longer. Assemble a crack team of commandos, Gerbil, and wait for further orders. They must be ready to go at a moment's notice. Yes, sir! Just when I had all but resigned myself to our collective fate, it seems that destiny has decided to intervene. This time, we will fight to the bitter end. Huh? Oh dear. There's gonna be a lot of exposition in this comic, I'm sure of it. I'm going to the next page, seeing if I'm getting any answers. No matter what the cost. Yo, you're that's right, Knuckles. I'm a guardian. But that would mean we're related? I would say so. Grandfather? Not just. I'm your great-grandfather, 7 generations removed. The fact you're here tells me something has gone wrong. Something very wrong. I don't understand any of this. Where are we? Somewhere that should have remained a memory for you at best. Come along so I can bring you up to speed. Please do! Please bring us up to speed. I am very confused. I am so confused. This is way too complicated for an adaptation to the candy-colored animal mascot video game series. Agreed. Very agree. I agree. Big yes. Brain stop. My brain stopped. I don't need sleep. I need answers. Please give me answers, old echidna. For the moment, you're in my inner sanctum. If you'll bear with me, I'll explain everything, or at least that which I can. Press the green button on that panel, son, and gently remove the oblong box inside the compartment. A set of discs. Now what? Remove the first one and slide it into the slot on that console next to you. Those discs contain my logs made during my tenure as Guardian almost 200 years ago. As you can see, I was a bit more youthful in those days. Log entry 366, Hawking reporting. This is the 5th storage depot I've discovered broken into. For once, however, it appears the looters haven't much a head start on me. Roar! Oh-ho, this just may be my lucky day. Look at that hair. He looks completely different than how he does in his current state. Like, where does his hair go? I know he's old, but like, they could have at least made him match a little bit. I'm going to the next page. Within moments of taking flight, I have the looters in visual range. Since there is no attempt at evasive action, I must assume I have the element of surprise. Since it'd be a shame not to take advantage of it, blimey! Bam! Ow, me sniffer! I just hate backseat drivers, don't you? One down, and more to go. Whadoom! If the way that truck exploded was any indication... Again with these cut-off sentences. I hate it. I hate when they do this. How were these recorded on video 200 years prior? Well, the Echidna civilization was very technologically advanced, so... maybe they had DVD figured out a while prior. But then again, they were talking about VCRs too. They were talking about VCRs in the past. They were carrying something very nasty indeed. It was then I began to recognize that the dingoes were prepared to go to any lengths to achieve their objectives. The dingoes had been at war with the echidnas even before there was a floating island. Watch it, you'll hit! Zat, 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 zat. They'd raise a stink about something, we'd beat them back. They'd stay quiet for a while, and the cycle would begin again. Crackoom! Now a turning point had been reached. Are they dead? Are they dead? Did they die? They just like exploded. They exploded. Also a Sega Genesis. Yeah, true. Could VCRs really exist 200 years ago? Well, if we think about it, the year of Mobius is like 3000 and something. So maybe they still had technology like a VCR and stuff. I don't know. The timeline of this comic is super weird and complicated. And the dingoes weren't interested in taking any prisoners. Seems you had the situation well in hand, Grandfather Hawking. Far from it, lad. You have to understand, the dingoes were warlike because that's how they survived. They seemed to grasp echidna technology pretty well. Comprehend it, yes. But they weren't innovators. They couldn't conceptualize. They could only copy and adapt that which they learned from others. All they could see was that echidna society had something they wanted, never stopping to think what they would do with the technology once they stole it. The results nearly proved catastrophic for everyone when they unleashed it against us. Not only did their ignorance almost destroy Echidnopolis, it nearly eradicated them as well. Thus, when they activated weaponry not used in literally hundreds of years, It was clear they hadn't thought through the consequences of their actions. Log entry 387, Hawking reporting. Our worst fears have been realized. This comic is coming off really racist. Yeah, right? They're just like those dingoes. They don't know anything about technology. They only know how to steal and lie and cheat. Like, wow. Wow, grandfather. Get with the times. Wow, grandpappy. That you shouldn't say stuff like that. Get with the times. It's only the second issue of this arc, and I already want to return to Sonic stuff. I already miss him. Yeah, I miss Sonic and his attitude. This stuff is way too serious. This stuff is way too serious. We have... oh, look, his hat! It's the hat! It's the hat! Oh my gosh! We have determined that unless we use the same technology being used against us to defend ourselves, we are doomed. Who is that with you, grandfather? That's not important. He's another guardian, ain't he? Shh, just pay attention, Knuckles. Without a moment to spare, I return to a site that has been sealed since the time of Edmund, the first guardian of Floating Island. Yeah, I remember him. Within the contents of those long-abandoned crates was perhaps the only possible solution. Seems to me everybody knows everything. And by making the decision to utilize that solution, except me. Same hat. Yes, he probably got his hat from like his it was passed down from his grandfather. I used to go to war with those nasty dingoes. Okay, Grandpa, let's get you back to bed. Oh, man. Oh, there's a thing. There's some fan art. Look at the fan art. There's Sonic and Knuckles. There's Knuckles. Snazzy Time, thank you for continuing your membership. Or Sazzy Time. Sazzy Time. There's Steppenwolf. Wow, fan art of Steppenwolf. With 3 arms. And there's Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. Triple trouble. Mess with us and you're asking for triple trouble. Yeah. A Sassy Time! Thank you for gifting 20 memberships. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you, Sassy Time. I keep getting your name wrong, but thank you. Look at all of those memberships popping up. Look at them all. Here they go. That's gonna be going for a while, I know it. My hand hurts. I don't know why. Alright, find your name in print. Here we go. I was breaking the most solemn vow a guardian swears before all else. For the first time, I wondered which mattered more, my people or my conscience. It was after I witnessed the sight of the nuclear terror heading in our direction. Click! That my choice was made for me. Whoa, he's blowing up warheads. He's blowing up warheads. Ow. Why does my hand hurt so bad? Do I need to stretch it? Did I hurt it somehow? Steppenwolf. Yeah, Steppenwolf was like one of the defactor echidnas. Crackoom! first glance, it appeared we would survive the dingo's missile strikes with our energy shields deflecting the nuclear debris. However, not even the energy shields could contain the radioactive dust that carried the wind, spreading throughout the floating island. Since the entire island stood to be affected, evacuation was out of the question. However, I discovered a possible option among Dimitri's papers. He theorized the existence of other zones, which occupied the same space but operating at different vibrational speed. With that as my starting point, I designed and built our one last-ditch hope. Word salad! I am stretching my hands. I'm stretching my hands as I speak. Oh, got a crack in my knuckle. Got a crack in my wrist. The dingoes tried to nuke them, but they went to another dimension. And now, since the Ultimate Annihilator messed with the zones, it's coming back to the floating island. That makes sense now. I understand. Alright, next page. The Hyperzone Projector. We would use it to transport Echidnopolis and its citizens to the safe environment of another zone on a temporary basis, until such time as the radioactive waste was cleaned up. As I was guardian of the floating island, I had a responsibility to all who inhabited its many strange and wondrous regions, including the dingoes. They would be transported to a zone of safety, albeit on one different from ours or anyone else's. When it finally came to our turn, even though I knew what the plan was, I could not help but feel things would never be the same again. Wow! Wow. Wow. Wow! That's a lot of red. Hey SNT, quick question. Which role would you play if you were in the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what role I would play. Maybe the maid? I don't know. I'm trying to think of typical like Clue stereotypes. So maybe I'd be like the unsuspecting maid. Alright, next page. That's amazing. It sure don't look like that today. Son, you haven't any idea how much work it took to restore the island to what it once was. It was well over a century before the first inhabitants were returned to their home. How come from what I can see you restored everything but the echidnas? And the dingoes. You have yet to deal with them. Well, yeah, why? Simple. I didn't have an energy source great enough to send back either city. It was all I could do, just on a piecemeal basis. What? Where are you going? You'll see. You're just full of surprises, aren't you? It's still going. It's still going. How many more? How many more is there? Oh wait, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more. 4 more and it'll be good. I'm going to the next page in the meantime. Oh, what is this? What is this? This is what it's all about, son. That statue is symbolic of both your heritage and your responsibility. I've never seen anything like this. I had no idea. I now have more questions than ever before. Please, Grandfather Hawking, there is so much I need to know. Knuckles, of all the Guardians, you are the most special for reasons I can't go into and you're not ready for. The best thing you can do for now is the same thing every Guardian has at your stage of development. Just shut up and listen. Shakoon. Oh man. Oh man. Another earthquake. We still have so much we don't even know. He's special. I think that was the last one. Nope, one more. One more after that. And there it is. There it is. Oh, thank you so much for those gifted memberships. I keep wanting to call them subs, but they're not subs, they're memberships. Okay. Grandfather, beep, beep. Julie Sue, come with us, please. Or come with me, please. Hey, why I've been kept here since that crazy shoot ride? Security reasons, but now I need your help. There's been an attack. A dingo cell has taken hostages at a housing complex on the east side. So what do you need me for, sir? I'm just visiting, remember? Perhaps, but you were the Guardian Knuckles with the Guardian Knuckles, and right now you're needed to accompany us at his representative. His what? Get in the van. I'll explain as we go. We don't normally stand on ceremony. However, in this case, among the hostages are the Lady Lara Lee and her consort. Isn't that Knuckles' mother? See, last issue. I remember that. Knuckles would defeat Infinite. If Knuckles did square up with Infinite, I feel like he would put up a very good fight. They literally met a couple hours ago. No, now she has to be his representative. Now. It's an emergency. That's correct. We've learned from lessons past in matters dealing with the Guardians' families that it's best to have someone with us to consult with. It's in everyone's best interest. You make them sound like they're royalty. I suppose they are, although they're usually chosen to defer the High Council. Alright, people, get ready. We'll do this by the numbers. You know, you're pretty well prepared for people with renounced technology. Common sense on this department's part, my dear. We've had to deal with your kind and the dingoes from time to time. Plus the occasional emergency as well, I suppose. That too. Come on, let's get in position. My brain hurt now. What is happening? There's an invasion? The dingoes are invading Kidnopolis and they are sworn enemies. And hope we can reason with them. Grandfather, are you alright? Archimedes, where are you? I was getting the feeling you forgot I was here. I feel a bit shaken, not stirred. Otherwise, I'm fine. That's good to know, but my grandfather... Stand back, boy. I may be a wreck, but I can still take care of myself. Unreal. How do you do that? Knuckles, someday you'll know. Right now, if my facts are correct, we have trouble. Most likely of the dingo kind. I do not like this. I'm reading because I feel I want to, but currently I am not having fun. Vincent Slaybaugh, thank you for your membership. Thank you. Worse than that, they've got my mother. Live at Echidna Towers. Stay calm, lad. I'm sure there's a plan. You better believe it. The question before us, Knuckles, is whether you're ready to handle it. To be continued. Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun! I love your VTuber model. It's very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I like it too. It can do many fancy things. Did you know it could turn super? Whoa! I can turn super whenever I want to. Tired. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm the one reading this comic. A second cliffhanger. Yep. You know it's gotta be a cliffhanger. And here's the next issue of Knuckles the Echidna, and then the last two comics that we read yesterday. Yeah. And that's the end. That's the end of that one. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Wow. I like listen, I'm not exactly having fun with these, but I appreciate the fact that these Knuckles comics are short. Here we go. Here's a Knuckles and a dingo. There's his mother, and then his grandfather or his great-grandfather, and then another echidna. Well, I had an itchy nose. How much more of this arc do we have left? I think it's just this one. I think it's just this one, and then we go back to Sonic. According to my reading list, it's number 4, 5, and 6, and then a super special right after that. So we've got one more Knuckles comic for now. Okay, let's get into it. You know what that means. You know what that means. Of course he's here. It's Knuckles. Of course he's here. It's Knuckles. Another Pender's time. Yep. Alright. More reading. It's another essay. Everybody buckle in. There is no bond stronger than that between a parent and a child. It begins with the first moments of breath, when a newborn infant enters into the world and is dependent upon its parent for its very survival. With the dependency comes unquestioning obedience and love in return. Because the child's fortunes are so linked with whatever befalls the parents, as the child begins to grow and learn about his surroundings, he at first accepts much of what he sees as the absolute truth. It is only when the child begins to develop the capacity to see behind the so-called truth that he begins to seek real answers. When da Ken is Penders. Knuckles has begun to question that which he has learned and experienced. Beyond the question, though, is one simple basic truth that stands before all else. No matter what has gone on before, he loves his parents, and above all else, even if he doesn't understand their estranged relationship. With his mother now in harm's way, Knuckles is ready to do what any son would do, even at the cost of his own life. Oh boy! Oh boy, I need water. Huh. So many questions. I have so many questions. I can see why he likes to think his own writing is like War and Peace. All right, let's get into it. Oh, look. It's the Chaotix. I don't know about you guys, but I feel stupid just chilling around here. Well, since we hadn't heard from Knuckles yet, what else can we do? You know he's depending on us to hold down the fort until he gets back. If he gets back, I think Nux is being snowed by that witch he's with. Good golly, Miss Molly! Rumble. What's happening on the floating island? Either somebody cranked the volume, or that rumble was closing in on the hood. It was closer, much closer. What does it all mean? I do not like the way Vector talks. It's very stereotypical. Great googly moogly. SBO is breaking reality. Yeah, what's up with this? What's up with this thing up here? What's up with this thing up here? Has he got a computer up there? What's up with that? I'm moving on. Oh, look, it's Knuckles' mom. I don't know, but I'd lay odds Knuckles does it. I don't know, but I'd lay odds Knuckles does. Alright, time to kick some dingo butt. Patience! Let them come to us. All those donkeys downstairs think we're negotiating over the hostages. Let's get ready to move out. Oh no, Knuckles' mom! Why is the Knuckles over there wearing like a Darth Vader suit? What's with the Darth Vader Knuckles over there? You guys see that? My brain is soup. My brain is also soup. I don't understand what's going on. Cosplay? Is the Echidna stuff the worst of Archie Sonic so far, minus Jeffrey, of course? It's not as entertaining. It's not as entertaining as regular Sonic. The Knuckles stuff is really overly complicated and too serious for my taste. Oh, and this is a 2-page spread, by the way. This is the second half of it. Yes, sir. Wait a minute. I think I heard something. That's a Grandma Knuckles. 0 hour and counting. It's a Grandma Knuckles. I want soup now. Yeah, I would like some soup. But I already bought food today. So I have to eat what I have. Sounds like someone's in there. Go check it out, Jasper. The last thing we need now is some jerk who thinks he's a hero. Well, if he knows what's good for him. Jasper, what's happening? Flump, woof. And if you know what's good for you, bub, you'll quit now before things really get mean. Arrogant swine. Oh, there's a coloring error. That guy has a pink glove. That guy has a pink glove. The Darth Vader guy has a pink glove when in the previous panel his gloves are white. What's going on with that? The dingoes in this page look like Scooby. Ruby, Ruby, Roo. The guy in the Vader comic is supposed to be Lara Lee's new boyfriend? No! Really? I do not like that bit of information. Not swine, echidna. There's not an ounce of pork in this bod. Oof. Now pay attention, son, and I'll show you how it's done at my old alma mater. Don't you know these guys are from the School of Hard Knocks? Slam. They wouldn't know higher education if it bit them. Nice tackle. I play varsity. Knuckles, oh no. Winmaker. Winmaker? Winmaker, are you two alright? Oh, Knuckles, it's been so long, and I've missed you so much. Knuckles, I hate to put an end to this happy reunion. That's a hard one to say. Yeah, what is it with Penders and all of these weird, like, fanciful names? Like, Winmaker, Steppenwolf. What happened to the normal names, like Edmund? Like, Locke is a pretty normal name. But then you get stuff like Steppenwolf. I pronounce it Windmocker. It could be. It could be. But we've got company coming, and I don't think they particularly like us. Down this way, troops! Sounds like the squadron commander has his hands full. We're too late. Check all the rooms. Whoever did this has to be here. Wait, we're fading out. Not to worry, vermin. We haven't failed the general. I'm sure he'll be quite pleased with what we have. Important message for you, Constable. Eh? Headquarters is ordering you back to base, sir. Any idea what it's about, Brock? That's all I was told, sir. Maybe it's Knuckles, returned from wherever. Possibly. We won't know until... Huh? Hello, this is the base department. How can we be good service to y'all? Not that kind of base. Love your laugh, it's cute. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. How did you get here? This looks bad, very bad indeed. What looks bad, old friend? Dio, I'm glad you've come. An informed opinion would be most welcome. I'm afraid I've blamed the wrong party for these disturbances. The dingoes have absolutely nothing to do with the energy fluctuations that are breaking down the barriers between the hyperzones. Then who or what is the cause, Hawking? I believe Haven has the answers I seek. With the barriers in flux, it's been hard maintaining contact. However... read me over? Ah, there you are, Locke. Did you receive my earlier transmission? It's Knuckles' father! Dio. Yeah. Yes, Dio. The ant's name is Dio. It's funny. You thought it was Archimedes, but it was me, Dio! Kono Dio da! Alright, next page. Next page! Affirmative, Grandfather Hawking. In regards to your speculation, we believe the current situation can be traced to an omega wave that originated in Robotropolis. When the omega wave wiped everything out of existence in the primary zone for just a billionth of a second, it accelerated the entropic effect, allowing the buffers between zones to break down. First sign of zone collapse occurred when the Dark Legion invaded the floating island. Further evidence emerged when seismic shock waves erupted in the Marble Zone. As the Kidnopolis took form and shape on the island once again, it was then we began to grasp the true magnitude of the problem, compounded even more by the fact that other zones are now fighting for the same space in our zone. So you're saying? Exactly. The echidnas and the dingoes are on a collision course. I understand a little more. I understand a little more. Knuckles Peepa. The Omega wave, I prefer the E102 Gamma or Beta wave. Did Ken Penders predict JoJo? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think JoJo existed before this. JoJo's a pretty old comic. When did... You know what? When is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Bizarre. Not the anime. Manga. Original run, 1987 to present. I told you guys JoJo was old. Cool stuff. Yeah, yeah. 1987 to present. Yeah. JoJo's old, guys. JoJo's very old. I'm going to the next page. And only one can survive at the expense of the other. That was prudent on your part to get Lady Lara Lee to safety, Guardian. Yeah, but we weren't able to save the others. A temporary setback, I'm sure. Allow me, m'lady. Thank you, dear Constable. Once we have a chance to regroup, we can fight back on our terms. I am open to suggestion. After I've seen the certain matters needing immediate attention, you can relax in my office in the meantime. Archie, go scope 'em out. On my way. Do you ever get used to that? I guess every guardian of the floating island has an ant to help them out, a fire ant apprentice or whatever. Was that the JoJo of 87? Alright, next page. That's his way. You haven't said much to me, Knuckles. What do I say? Where do I start? You could start by acknowledging your mother. After all, that's what I was when you came into the world. I thought the future held nothing but joy and wonder as you lay in my arms. I had not comprehended what it meant to be the wife of a guardian just yet. Although I knew your destiny before you were even born, I believed I would have a say in your upbringing. And when I didn't, it was then I realized I could either accept it or walk away. Weren't there any other options? I mean, if your bloodlines were more traditional, perhaps. And they most certainly aren't anything but. I've just received word from Guardian Hawking. Thank you, Jacob Foster. The only reason I know about JoJo is because people reference it in memes. Same. I've never actually watched or read JoJo. It seems like an undertaking. But then again, I am reading the Archie comics, so... I'm going to the next page. Going to the next page. And he thinks he may have found a solution. All he needs is that hyperzone doohickey of his. The situation is much more complex than that, Guardian. That's the only part of the equation. I still have a citizenry to get to safe. Whoa! Rumble. Dingoes! Echidnas! Rumble. General, it is the apocalypse. We are doomed. Get a grip on yourself, gerbil. This may indeed be the final act of an ongoing struggle between our people and the accursed echidnas. This is where the comic gets more complex by itself, seriously, if you really think about it. Arnold Schwarzenegger dingo. Right now, put that cookie down. Put that cookie down now. But in the end, it is we who shall survive. First, we must draw the Guardians out into the open. And what better way than to use their own kind as the lure? General, may I be of service? Field Commander Rat, I believe you have some guests of great importance. Take them to the square and put them on display. Alive? Whichever you prefer. Very well. Attention, line up all echidnas against the wall. We'd sooner give our lives than submit to a beast like yourself. As you wish. Ready, aim, fire. Oh no! Oh no! Goofy, bootleg Scooby-Doo. Everyone says they look like Scooby-Doo. Everyone says that. I'm sure they wouldn't kill a bunch of echidnas in a kid's comic. I'm sure they wouldn't do that. Hey, look, it's some fan art. It's Sonic and Eggman and Knuckles. There's Knuckles and something on fire in the background. Oh, he's like in a temple. I see. There's Knuckles and the Chaotix. And then there's Sonic Quest with Sonic and Knuckles and Sally. Wow. An actual firing squad in a kid's comic. I'm sure they wouldn't actually do that. I'm sure that it's gonna be okay. I'm sure it's gonna be okay. See, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Click. Ha ha ha. The joke's on you. We're playing my favorite game and you'll never know when it gets real. Guess what, dingbat? We're about to play my favorite game instead. What? Who dares? Knuckles is the name. Smashing goons like you is my game. It's crunch time. Not again! It's crunch time, people. Let's get with the program. Woof, oof. Crash, smack, crack. They have to bring that catchphrase back, don't they? It's been a while since crunch time. Yeah. It's crunch time. Crunchitize me, Knuckles. Don't you know it isn't polite to point? Oh, yeah. Crunchitize me, Knuckles. Crunch. Eat my plasma, babies, Zat. Sorry, wrong flavor. At least you're useful for something, wump. Listen, Gruesome, I need to rap with your master. Where is he? Why should I tell a kidna garbage like you? We can show you where, my friend. We saw him not long ago. Too bad for you, pal. Wham! Down this corridor and take a left to the elevator. You heard the word. Let's move it. This is almost too easy. It's too easy. We better be ready. I love when Knuckles said it's crunch time and crunched and knuckled all over the place. Truly the comic of all time. These dingoes do look more like Great Danes. Yeah. They do. They do have a Scoobiness to them. For anything, Cthulhu. Here, let me help you up. Save it for some other weak sister. Right about now. I'll bet there's a lot of folks worrying about more important stuff than how cool they are. Run for the bunkers! Take shelter, everybody! The time for action is now, Dio. Once again, I have to make a choice, and what the repercussions will be, I cannot even imagine. Signal Archimedes and tell him to get everyone to safety. You know, I don't really care about the fire ants in this comic. You know that? I don't really care about them. They are the least interesting characters that I have come across in this comic. I think they're not very interesting. I don't find them very interesting at all. They're just kind of there for convenience. I'm going to the next page. Bamf! Red alert, Knuckles! Hawking says to get everyone underground. How long do we have? We're on borrowed time already, Knuckles. No argument there. Alrighty then, next stop, the bad guy suite. We've got to get out of here, General. Calm yourself, Gerbil. I'm just about ready. Once I don my power glove, I'll give the accursed echidna something to really fear. I hope so. Because they're blocking our exit. Isn't this precious? What do you rodents hope to prove by this show of bravado? If you're willing to listen. The power glove. I love the power glove. It's so bad. Do the dingoes represent Nintendo and the echidnas represent Sega? Is this what's going on? They're trying to make fun of Nintendo? Are they trying to make fun of Nintendo? Are they trying to make Nintendo the bad guy? What were they thinking? Alright, next page. I'll spell it out for you. My mission is to get my fellow echidnas, your bully boys, made off with to safety. You expect me to believe that's your only purpose? You dope, I could care less what you believe. All I know is that unless everyone gets to the underground bunkers, it's going to get real nasty real soon. Is that a threat? I'll do more than just threaten. I'll show you power. It's about time you echidnas were taken down a peg or two. Get back, Julie Sue. I can take care of myself if you don't mind. Accursed echidna! What are you guys waiting for? Get out of here! You heard him, Sergeant. Get everyone out! Nintendo don't. Sega does what Nintendo don't. That's that's what they said. That's what they said. Why can't you be more like that nice Mario feller? Now they're playing with power. Alright, next page. While the Guardian squares things with your boss, what do you say we check out where our friends are? I just work here. Exactly. And you'll help us if you know what's good for you. Order the citizens to the bunkers, Constable. The zones are breaking down faster than I had anticipated. What will that be all, Guardian? That will be all for now, Constable. Out. As for me, once again, I have events to set in motion. Once again, I must take action that has profound implications for everyone involved. Oh boy. Oh boy, time for some zone trickery. Some zone trickery. Dimensional trickery. Archie wanted to make Mario comics, but Nintendo declined it. Is that true? Is that true, or are you making a joke? Is that a fact, or is that fiction? You're being serious? Really? Interesting. Very interesting. So Sonic was like the fallback. Such is the responsibility of a guardian. No longer will my people suffer at the hands of your kind. Do you hear me? Crystal, babe. Personally, I think you need other outlets for your aggressive nature. Let's see how funny you are when I... Oof! You don't get it, do you? Just hold that pose. And I'll try to make myself perfectly clear. Wham! I think he got the point. And you ain't exactly my favorite playmate, bub. But I need you to get your thugs to go along with the program, so we either call a truce... Again with the cut-off sentences. I kind of wish we saw the ads in these scans. They would be pleasant. Well, you win some, you lose some. Or my people will be the only ones to survive. Watch your step, m'lady. Don't worry about me, Constable. You should be taking care of those more in need. We'll be fine, Constable. I'll see that she's looked after. As you wish. Just have me paged if needed. I'll be searching the bunker entrances in the meantime. I'll take it this is where you go in times of emergency. We're not as secretive as you echidnas. Nope, just more warlike. I'd watch it with the comments if I were you. Or we just might not be so inclined to share our space with you. Listen to that rumbling, pal. It sounds like the whole deck of cards is coming down. Guess they don't build them like they used to. Did it ever occur to you? Again with the cutting off of the sentences. I hate this. Ian Flynn was gonna be involved with the Mario comics? Really? Interesting. Very interesting. Wow, congrats, B! They said... I just got called back for a job I applied for. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Employment. All right. Congratulations, B. I hope you get the job. Anyway, next page. There are sometimes things beyond our control. Why don't we skedaddle first and discuss later? Now that's what I call getting there. General Stryker, what are your orders, sir? That depends on what's still standing on the surface. Constable Remington, will you look at that? It's dingoes! Sir, it's some kind of echidna trick. Move away, Guardian. So first one to swing answers to me. Right about now, I figure cool thinking is called for. Yeah, congratulations, B. Everybody say congratulations to B. For they are in the midst of getting a job they really like. Congratulations! What's it going to be, Striker? Looks like a whole new ball game to me for all of us. I think we'll go out and look around. Then we'll speak. I doubt either side was a winner today, for once. I couldn't agree more. At least the Kidnopolis is standing. There's a cat weasel overhead. We must be on the floating island. That must mean... Archie, we have to check on Grandfather Hawking. What a mess, don't you think? I believe there's someone here who can help us. Grandfather Valente, can you tell us what's become of the Guardian Hawking? I'm afraid his fate is out of my hands. However, there is something your grandfather wanted you to have, Knuckles. He'd been saving it for someone very special. Is it the hat? Is it the hat? Is it his hat? It has to be the hat. It has to be the hat. Doesn't the floating island have a name? Not in Archie. Not in Archie. It's just called the floating island. It's the hat! It's the hat! Knuckles got his hat. Hat Pog. Pogger's in chat for the hat. Yeah! Hat! Yes! That someone was you. Me? Special? I don't get it. Maybe not now, but someday you will understand. He's gone. You know, this really burns. Too many questions and not enough answers. All in good time. So what do you think, Archie? Definitely you, my boy. Definitely you. Next. The return of Enerjack, along with the Dark Legion. The Dingo settle in the Kidnopolis. More secrets of Haven. Plus Lara Lee, Julie Sue, Archimedes, and Chaotix. Oh yeah, we threw in Knuckles as a bonus. Be there. Whoa! Oh man. Right on time. We finished right on time. I wanted to stream until 7. Knuckles has his drip. He does have his drip. He's got the drip. He's very drippy. All right. I think this is gonna be the end of this stream. There's that. There's previews for the next comic right there. Yeah, this'll be the end, because we reached the end of the group of Knuckles comics that are in the reading order. So next stream will not be Saturday because I'm going camping. I'm going camping for my birthday. And then on my actual birthday, I'm gonna stream the outfit reveal. I'm gonna miss the marathon. It's been really fun. It's been fun, yeah, but I'm very tired. We went through a lot this week. We went through so many comics this week. I feel like we've more than caught up. Yeah. So yeah, no Archie Sonic Saturday. I may stream during the week though. Here's a goodbye hug for you, SNT. Can I have a hug? Sure! Everybody gets a hug for making it to the final day of Archie Catch-Up Week. Here we go. Everybody gets a hug. Have fun on your camping trip. Thank you. I hope I do have fun on my camping trip. We rented a camper, so it's gonna be nice and cozy. And there's like a nearby lake. And we can go kayaking. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna make s'mores. Yeah. Fun campy stuff. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Alright. I'm gonna get going now. Thank you for watching. Thank you to the people that donated and gave away memberships and stuff. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next stream, whenever that may be. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.